It's spooky. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I messed it up. I left you muted.
What?
I not only left you muted, I left you on the wrong output. But go ahead.
Are you ready now?
Yes.
Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz,
Hello.
and today we're here with some more homegrown horror. Adam, why don't you tell us what those are?
Homegrown horrors are the wonderful stories sent to us by you, the listener / viewer, and they can be stories that are paranormal, supernatural, spiritual, coincidental, sometimes extraterrestrial, or true crime in nature. It could be your story, a friend, or a family member's if they give you permission to pass it on. We would love to hear it. We will read it on the show if given permission. Robin, for folks who have a story like that they would like to send, where can they send it?
You can email us, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, scaryish.com. There's a contact us page. You fill out all that fun stuff, and it gets sent to us that way. You can also contact us on our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the main ones.
All those fun ones.
Yeah. But yeah, so why don't we get into the first one here? The first story, its subject is homegrown horror condo.
Interesting. I think we've had emails from this person before, and I'm excited.
So this one is, I guess, titled like Condo Trilogy.
Nice.
It says, "Hello, spooked friends. I hope you guys are spooked."
Hello.
John from Texas with the third story from my time at the condo. So Condo 3, the condoing.
That's good.
Thank you. That came right off my dome piece.
Oh, I thought it was in the email. If it was your joke, I rescind my compliment.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm giving her the middle finger, but you can't see that if you're listening to the podcast.
This one isn't supernatural or about a ghost, but more about how creepy one human being can be. All right, rude, but all right, we'll go with it. Okay, so I saved talking about the 13th floor until now. Adam was right when he said there is only 12 floors. The elevator will take you to the 13th floor, but it's just an empty hallway with junk and clutter. So there you go.
That's so stupid. Like, it's just a breeding ground for paranormal activity to have a 13th floor and have it empty.
So when I started working there at night, I met a lady named Rose, who would drive in and was taking care of a resident, Mrs. Stevens, on the 12th floor. She was super nice and told me that she would stay with the resident as a caretaker a few nights out of the week, and then on those nights she would send food our way. Free food was nice, so it became a rule to always be nice and respectful to her. One night I saw her drive out with an old lady, and she introduced me to Kathy, so I now had a face to go with the resident. Well, there was a catch with Rose, as she would call a lot during the night and complain that she would hear loud steps above her and wanted us to go check it out. Of course, now learning yourself that there's no 13th floor, we would find this odd, but of course, we would go look anyway. So, this became almost like a nightly duty and became normal. One night I ran into the condo manager and I told him I was going up to check a noise from a complaint from the Stevens resident on the 12th floor. He looked upset and demanded to know what was going on and that he would go talk to her to make sure he took care of it. Well, later on, he calls us to bitch us out to make sure we respond to the calls quicker due to her being elderly. Anyway, at the end of my last week I was there, shit got real and crazy as a van drove up while I was in the guard shack at night. A man and his family looked at me smiling, saying, "Hey, it's us." I pretended to give a shit and said, "Great, who are you?" He looked confused and said, "I'm Robert. Robert Stevens? My mother lives here." I said, "Oh, yes, sorry, I never met you before." We had a note from the previous shift from the manager saying guests would arrive for Mrs. Stevens to let them in. I said, "Sorry for the mishap, so go ahead and I'll call Rose to let her know." The man looked confused and said, "Who's Rose?" I thought he was playing around and said, "Your mom's caretaker," and kind of laughed. He looked at me upset, saying, "She doesn't have a caretaker named Rose," and then he drove in. I freaked out and radioed my partner to meet the family and go up with them. I called the manager and told him what had happened, and he said that he would go meet them. I spent an hour pacing around the guard shack wondering what was going on. Then I saw my partner sprinting to me saying, "Hey, the manager's coming down here. He called the police, and you ain't gonna believe what happened." Before she could say anything else, I see the manager and he tells my partner to go meet the fuck. Yeah, no, I read that right. It's just a big block of text, so it's really hard for me to read this. Um, it's like fucking 20 lines of text. Okay. I see the manager and he tells my partner to go meet the family and wait for the police. He looks upset at me. He looks upset at me and says, "Hey, you have any idea what's been going on?" I said, "What happened?" He asked me, "Do I know who Rose is?" And I said, yeah, her caretaker. That's what I was told since I started." He slammed his fist on the counter and said, "No, she is not her caretaker. You guys have been letting in a stranger this whole time. This lady has been living in that condo using Mrs. Stevens' phone and using her credit card to buy food every night she's here. She's been using the phone so that her son would see the bill and think it's active, and he would keep paying for it." I said I had no idea, but hey, I saw Rose with Kathy leave one time. He said Kathy is Mrs. Stevens' real caretaker. She's the one who answers the door to anyone, but she got sick months ago and made a deal with the Stevens' son to stay at the condo and not have to drive home on her days off. He looked at me pissed, screaming, "You guys fucked up." I said I was doing my damn job. I held back what I really wanted to say at that moment because everybody does, right? When you're having an argument.
Yeah, especially with your
Um,
boss. I think everyone
the
holds
police,
him back except me. I have shouting matches with my bosses.
yeah. The police arrived and talked to everyone, made a report. Then one cop put Kathy in the back of the car while the other cop came to the shack to get more info on me and my partner. He had no problem telling me everything that had happened. I asked why Kathy was being arrested. He said Kathy was the real caretaker, and she made a deal to stay at the condo for free with the son as long as she took care of Mrs. Stevens, and that he would pay for everything. Well, she lied about being sick so he would take pity on her and use their money to hire a caretaker of her own, who is Rose, to watch over Mrs. Stevens. The cops said the son would call the manager sometimes to make sure his mom was taken care of and that Kathy was there doing her job, yet he never noticed Rose. And nor did he really see Mrs. Stevens. He said the manager had a lot, He said that the manager had a lot of blame, but doubted he would man up and say it. After the police left, the son came to the guard shack and said he was angry, but he can see where it could be confusing. But as long as his mother was safe and taken care of, he was relieved. Before the shift was over, around 6 a.m., the manager called when my partner was in the shack to say he was sorry for yelling and to make sure that I got the message. I left that job the next night, and I still throw the finger to that place whenever I pass by, hoping the manager gets that message.
Wow.
Sorry if the email's long, and sorry it took so long to write in again. I had finals to take while dealing with diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis?
I've heard the
What is
word.
that?
I have no idea what it is.
All right. Yeah, no, totally understand. We all have things in our life that we got to deal with, but that's
Yeah,
nuts.
that's fucking crazy. It's like
But it,
you're literally paying someone else to do your job, but you're paying them with someone else's money so you can have a free place to stay. And
yeah,
like at first you think Rose is the bad guy here, and then you start hearing more and more about it. You're like, Rose probably just thought she was a caretaker, and then later on
yep,
found out like, oh wait, like have I done something wrong? And the police is like, I guess not, and they have to arrest Kathy. That shit's
pretty
nuts.
much. Because Kathy's the one swindling the money, really.
Yeah, 100%. Either way, like that story is bonkers, and yeah, thank you so much for sending it in. We totally understand when people are like they have stuff going on in their lives and it takes a while to follow up. So it is what it is, but we appreciate you sending that in. So thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
All right, let's look over into stream chat, see what you wonderful folks had to say. We almost had a perfect start to the show, and I forgot to unmute Robin. If I don't mute Robin when she's in Discord before, you guys will hear her, because it's either you don't get any audio during during the fight sequences and the background music and then the intro song, or you can hear Robin talking behind it, and she will call me like a bunch of names before the show. So if you guys just want to hear her call me a bitch a whole bunch, I guess I could just leave her unmuted. But yeah, good stuff.
All right. Thanks.
Are you going to read some of this chat with me, or do you want me to just dive right into it?
I don't have any of the beginning chat.
All right. So the first thing that happened actually was MadScan resubscribed for the 30. No, I lied.
Woo.
MadScan resubscribed. It says for the second month, but I could have sworn it was longer. It says here really early, but just finished one stream, so why not? Thank you so much, MadScan. Nice. We appreciate that. Glitch.
Did you just buy 7 bags of Gardettos?
Yeah, they're my favorite pretzels. They're mustard pretzels, and they're super low calorie, and I'm dieting, and I'm going to be very excited to get it. Anyways.
It's like when I wanted to order 40 bags of that spicy ramen. Like the case of
You have literally ordered everything you've ever wanted to order. So 7 bags for like $3 a bag is pretty cheap. All right, Glitch resubscribed for the 31st month and said, hey, love y'all. We love you too, Glitch.
We love you too.
Snarked resubscribed for the 35th month. Says, what do you do when you're on the road and have to charge? Watch Scaryish. Duh. Emanon resubscribed for the 23rd month and said, I'm back. Still driving. Damn, it's a lot of driving.
Damn, dude.
Shout out to MadScan, who cheered 1,000 bits. We sincerely appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Enzo Matrix and Laura Ann, who both redeemed a drink. Shout out to Ghost Dunk, who cheered 150 bits. If you are a fan of speedrunning and of Zelda 2, please check out Ghost Dunk's Twitch channel because he speedruns pretty often when they're having their tournaments over at Zelda Speedruns, which is another Twitch channel you should check out if you're a fan of that. So yeah. And then Lisbetry just redeemed a drink as well. Tonight I will be drinking rum and Coke. Coke Zero to be precise.
Scrum-diddly-umptious.
Thanks. Robin, what are you drinking tonight?
So I have a makeshift drink that I just okay, so there's Yakult in here, so there's one of those, there's a vodka, and then there's cranberry juice, so hopefully it's good. I just poured stuff in a cup. But yeah, we'll find out.
Well, it looks really, really interesting. Sorry, I'm looking up how many calories are in Captain Morgan's so I can figure out how much to give this stupid drink.
You should just drink vodka. There's no calories.
There is calories, but you're right in the fact that clear liquors are significantly lower in calories, but this is just like a drink I like. I'm going to go with 200 calories for it just in case because I put a lot of booze in this thing. Plus, I had like a really big dinner. We did air fried.
I thought you said you were going to clean off the table behind you for the stream.
See?
It looks exactly the same as yesterday.
They can't see that. I edited the camera so that all they can see are the books. It looks like it's just one continuous bookshelf, but as you can see, there's a drawing of the doggo, and then directly behind me, there's nothing.
You're saying they can't see the iron sitting there?
There's books on the other desk. No, it cuts off at the 6th book. So it looks like I am very learned, and I am surrounded by knowledge. So get off my back.
This fucking bitch.
You also said you'd call me before the show, and you didn't call until we were live, so.
That's bullshit. Saying. I called you at like 6:27. You lied.
We go live at 6:25. All right, now that that's taken care of, let's keep reading here. Actually, now it's time to. Oh no! Shout out to Sherry Sue who resubscribed for the 8th month. Excuse me. We appreciate that, and we hope you feel better. I know you were saying that you weren't feeling well. Pink Pang was the first person in either chat channel. Being sick does suck. And they said, hi, what up? They're here 15 minutes early.
Hello.
MadScan, like I mentioned, was here earlier than that and redeemed their subscription. Lots of folks just sort of trickling in. Latrea's here. Captain Fake Eye is here as well. Enzo Matrix, Emanon, which we already knew. Sherry Sue, Squidward's Poppy, Enzo Matrix. It's nice to see folks chilling out. Carly is here as well. What up, Carly? Congratulations on closing on your house in the next 5 days. We're very excited. We're very excited for you. Sherry Sue says that she's on amoxicillin and prednisone, but got 2 COVID tests and they came out negative. So nice. That's good. Glad to hear that. Gonna keep scrolling. Matt Scan at the top says, the stream is my favorite part of Wednesdays, LOL. That's very sweet of you to say.
Oh, thanks.
Matt Scan.
My favorite part of Wednesdays is sleep.
Wow. My favorite part of Wednesdays is the start of the stream when we get on Discord because I get to see Robin's face for the first time that day. And it makes me happy. Matt Scan says, I am so overworked right now, and the stream is just what I need, so I can not have to worry about emails. Oh my god.
Yay!
Yeah, we have a new game that's launching at work, and I got so many tickets today. We've had like no tickets for the last, like the entire development cycle, and now that tomorrow is like the official first day of like testing and stuff like that, it's just blown the fuck up.
I just read a random line, and I don't know what it's about, but Captain Fake Guy says, "Oh man, I need to restart book 3." I assume of twats, and I have been reading my fairy prawn book instead.
She's on book 6, I think, for twat. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
She said I meant book 6.
It's okay. I've stalled on book 4.
I'm more interested in this fairy prawn book.
Wow. I hate you. Before the show got going, it looked like Lisbetry was just destroying everyone on the battles. They just released an update. It's pretty big, so I'm going to download it and see if we can have anything else. I think you can do teams where you like can join red or blue team, but I don't know if they actually have that already in there. So apparently it's really warm out in Pennsylvania, so I hope you all are enjoying the weather out there. It's 43 degrees in Las Vegas, and it was snowing in certain parts of the valley today.
53 here. 50 is 50 here.
It is cold.
50. It is cold. I'm in a turtleneck. It's cold.
You can tell it's cold because she's in a turtleneck.
I look like a floating head.
A little bit. I'm What's There says, we'll be doing dishes for the first half hour, so I'm going to be uncharacteristically quiet. No worries. MQI says, it was negative 33 when I left my house this morning. Holy shit. Pink Penguin said, if it was negative 33 where I lived, I would totally slip on some ice and die.
Kevin Figure says, spicy Korean ramen is so good.
Agreed.
That's like so good. So stinking good.
Pink Penguin says, oh my god,
I wanted to buy a 40 case. I missed out. I should have bought it. Damn it.
Pink Penguin said, oh my god, is that Adam and Steve Jobs? If Steve Jobs was alive and was a
oh my god, am I supposed
hot
to be
Asian
Steve
chick,
Jobs?
then yeah, because you have the circular frames, you have like the black turtleneck going on.
Hell yeah, I'm Steve Jobs.
MQI says, oh my gosh, Robin looking fine. Captain Big Eye says, dat turtleneck. Mad Scan said, Robin looks like a floating head.
Yeah.
Latria said, glad I got home from work early. We are glad we are glad you got home from work early as well. Okay, so just so you know, my point of contact with eyes is really messed up right now. And what I mean by that is when I talk, I normally just look at my camera. And that was easy when we used to be side by side or when I'm out in Anaheim right now. But for now, I have the webcam for the show, which is what I'm looking at right now, which cannot work at the same time in Discord if I'm using it on the show. So I have to have a second webcam active for Robin to see me, which is this one. So if you see me looking here, it's because I'm looking at Robin's camera, which I don't do often because instead of doing that, I'm looking at Robin, who is here. So my eyes are going between 3 different focal points because I'm all over the fucking place.
Is the camera that I'm looking at now different from the camera that's on the stream?
Correct.
Why?
I just said it, and I've told you this repeatedly. This camera that's on the stream cannot be in 2 places at once. So if it's being fed to the stream, it cannot be used by Discord.
Oh, all right.
That's what's going on. So if you see me like looking in a bunch of different directions, or then if I look there, that's me checking on the recording. Or if I'm looking there, that's Redemptions, and then that's looking at like the stream to monitor, make sure everything's okay. There's a lot going on right now. It's freaking me out.
I should check if I'm recording. I am.
That's fucked up. Don't do that to me. Sherry Sue says, love your haircut, Robin.
Oh, thank you. I cut it really short. Like, look at me.
Laura Ann says, Robin looks so cute. I love the hair. MQI says, that top is fire. I
don't even remember where I got it.
It's nice, though.
I think I got it at, like, a jeans warehouse or something.
Ambitron says, here for now. I may fall asleep. I hate working Wednesdays anymore. I know what you mean. MQI says, Adam, you, of course, also look very nice. Redemptions? What's that?
Do we have drink redemption?
We have 3.
3?
Let me know when I've caught up to the spot where you're at so that I can stop reading the chat. And
I'm wondering what happened to Glitch. Because everyone's saying, what happened? And I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Is Glitch just not here today?
No. It says, we're here for you. What happened? Hope your night gets better. I want to know what made your night
Glitch
bad.
just redeemed a drink, as so did Latreia, so we're up to 5. Red Keto redeemed a high 5, long distance high 5. And the Snark redeemed the 6th drink. Ready for the high 5?
Wait.
You suck. 1. I'm done. Done with you. Hope you all enjoyed that. All right. Laura Ann says, I made a ridiculous amount of vegetable soup tonight. I'm the only one here to eat it. I'm not very smart, lol. Yeah, just save the soup. It's exactly what Captain Fig I said. So much leftovers for lunch. Precisely. Madscan says, sounds like me with pasta. When I was out in Anaheim, we had a show, and when we got done, they had made penne and meatballs, and it was really good, but they made like a metric fuck ton of pasta. So after 5 people ate, we still had like 2 or 3 like giant Tupperwares filled with it, and we had it for lunch for like 2 days. It was really good though.
It was really good.
Lauren says that
it was hilariously delicious.
Lauren says their boyfriend does not like soup.
Soup is so good. What soup with that?
So can you tell me what the first thing is on your chat?
At Glitchgram, we're here for you. That's the first thing in my
I'm
chat.
about to catch up to that. So once I get past Glitch's thing, then I'll let you take over. Lauren says you can have rice with a lot of things.
Actually pretty good.
Makes sense to make a lot of it. Pink Penguin says, yep, I made Mexican rice yesterday, and the leftover rice was paired with dumplings today. That sounds delicious. I like to take my leftover Puerto Rican rice and poach an egg and crack it on top and just let the yolk run into it. I know I used to say I hated runny eggs, and I didn't realize how many people would be confused by that. I love yolk. I do not like when the egg whites are still runny. That's what I mean when I say that. Snark says, sounds like the manager should have called back and apologized, but that's just me. Glitch says, y'all, it's been such a fucked day. I needed this. I am in a bad place, but I am here for y'all. Glitch, we are here for you, and thank you for being here right now, man. We appreciate you. All right, Robin, I will let you take over, and I'm going to have my 6 drinks.
All right. Emanon says, finally parked for the night, 7:15 a.m. to 9:45 p.m. The 12.5-hour drive.
That's a 14.5-hour drive.
No, 14-hour drive. 14.5-hour drive. Jesus. Sounds like Jess is home. Hello, Jess. If you can hear me from the stream.
I didn't hear her yell hello, so I'm guessing she can't hear you.
Damn. Let's see. Glitch says, thank y'all. It means a lot. It's all work, but fuck, it's a lot. I'll be kind of quiet tonight, but my hammer is strong. Let's see.
Emily over
Glitch
there
says Captain Morgan is bae.
Emily over there on YouTube says, hey-oh, what up, Emily? Thank you for joining us.
Ayo, Emily. Works, right? Adrienne, Emily.
Hate you so much sometimes. All right, I think I'm on number 3, but I'm going to keep drinking.
Let's see. Scroll. Enzo Matrix says, Captain Morgan is too bougie for me. Admiral Nelson is my friend. Is that a thing?
Yeah. I mean, Admiral Nelson's, it tastes like almost identical, so. It is Admiral Nelson, right? There's another one that's like a cheap version of Captain Morgan that tastes almost identical to it that I used to get.
Captain Fake Guy says, Fairy Prawn book is called Court of Thorns and Roses. Great series, Hot Fairy Boys and Hot Bat Boys. You have me at Hot Fairy Boys.
Matt Scan says, I'm going to cry. Adam, that was so cute. I don't know what I said. It was probably the nice thing that Robin rolled her eyes at, though.
The Snark says, y'all, we drove through tons of snow up in the mountains. Did you put chains on your car?
I have, as someone who grew up in the Chicagoland area and existed in snow for so many years, I've never put chains on my tires, not even once. So when I see that's like something they recommend you do, I'm like, pass. Like, I'm not going to do it, or I'm just not going to go to a place that like requires you to do it.
The Snark says we should put a screen behind Adam with Robin on it. I
have my green screen right behind me, in fact. So I was thinking about doing some streaming because there's this new game called Vampire Survivors, which is really addicting. And I think you guys would enjoy watching the content. Hades is really fucking good, y'all. Like, if you haven't played Hades, it's not that expensive. Play it. Also, Vampire Survivors is $3 on Steam. Totally worth it. And it's going to work on the Steam Deck, which I can't wait to get.
Oh, I just got back from Target. You want to know what I bought? Hold on,
Sure.
let me show you.
Oh my God, this is exciting. It's like unboxing. And it's a dildo. Oh. What is it? Animal Crossing Sanrio collaboration pack?
Yeah, it's you get all the items in the Sanrio collaboration series.
So is it like
So
actual content in the game?
yeah, it's content in the game.
Oh, cool. That's weird that you
Yeah.
buy a pamphlet for it, but that's really cool.
It's not a pamphlet, it's the AR cards.
They're AR cards? How am I supposed to know this? I know none of these things.
I don't know. 6 amiibo cards included. Yeah, I didn't take a nap after work. I made food for myself and then we went to Target. So
You still couldn't call me on time, huh? You suck.
here were these.
Emanon says, tomorrow I'm going from Tyrone, Pennsylvania to Rochester, New York, to Troy, New York, to New York City, 3 places in New Jersey just south of Philly, and then back to Tyrone. It'll be a 2-day trip. That is a lot of driving.
They see me driving. They hating.
MQI just IMB trainer just let MQI know that I'm What's for Dinner is her husband, as she referred to him as the unfiltered and troublemaking husband. Madscan says that's such a long trip. New York is like 3 hours from Philly alone.
Oh my god, these things are so cute.
Emanon says the trip is going to be over 1,000 miles. The Snark says we should put a screen with Behind Adam with Robin on it, which you already read, so you skipped over a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, look at this Pom Pom Pudding shit. It is cute as fuck. Look at this. Look at him. Look.
Yep, super cute.
I don't know, man. Pom Pom Pudding's cute. The Hello Kitty stuff's kind of cute. You know what they never have? Choco Cat, because they're full of bullshit. Choco Cat is the best Sanrio character, and they never have anything for Choco Cat.
So Mike over there in YouTube just asked a question that just blew my fucking mind. He said, did you get down with Portillos in Anaheim yet? I watched a video about Portillos and how you order from Portillos, like the first time you order from it, how frightening it is. And at the end of the video, because the guy keeps doing it wrong, they stab him to death. It's really funny. It's because there's like just only a few options to really order, and there's like other stuff you can also order, but it's just, it's a Chicago place. You can get like Chicago dogs. You can get like roast beef.
Can I get pizza?
I don't know if there's pizza there. I mean, not every place that's a Chicago place has deep dish pizza. If you had this place,
I want deep dish.
Portillos is amazing. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I did not know it's in Anaheim. I watched that video and I missed it so much. And now that Mike is telling me there's one in Anaheim, like I cannot fucking wait to go back, and I get to see Robin too. Apparently, Red Keto clicked the wrong thing. He was trying to redeem a drink and not redeem a high five. It's okay. I will refund your redemption when I get a chance. You still got your high five, but because you didn't mean to do it, I'll give those points back. Pink Penguin says a single serving of pasta is woefully small.
We're at Portillos.
Portillos. No, they're not talking about Portillos, just in general.
Oh. I tried to get lunch at what is it called? That one place that has the fried chicken at Disneyland. I always forget what the name of it is. The Plaza Inn.
Gotcha.
I tried to get lunch there the other day, but it didn't open until noon. And by noon, the line was already snaking like 4 times, and I was just like,
pass.
I'm just going back to work. Fuck this.
Cursed Wolf has joined us. It says, "Awoo." What up, Cursed Wolf?
Oh, no. That was the day I got the lobster mac and cheese.
Can you read some fucking chat, dog?
Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's like I don't talk to you all day, so I'm just talking to you because I love you.
I appreciate that, but I want to make sure, because we're at 7:02.
No, it's okay. I'll go fuck myself.
We're at 7:02, and we haven't gotten to the next story. Glitch says we are having cold weather and ice and snow. Texas needs to calm down. Hopefully you guys don't have any problems with your power grid, because that whole thing was such a mess last time.
Cursed Wolf says, "Awoo!" Did you already read that?
Sure did.
Pink Penguin says, "I love Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty too."
Norma B says,
Norma over on YouTube says, "Hello, spooky friend." The Snark says, "Oh Lord, when Slave Labor Island gets Hello Kitty labor too."
Wow.
The Glitch says we're having cold weather and ice and snow. Texas need to calm down. Let's see. I'm was nerd says I feel like Tom Nook is actually very generous. He pays for your house and says just pay me back whenever, dog. It's true. I still owe him $1.6 million. Million?
It
I owe
can't
him
be
a fuck ton of
billion.
money.
There's no way.
It's million. I owe him 1.6 million
bells.
It's bell shit.
That's a good joke. All right. Let's stop right there and move on to our second story of the evening. I'm going to mark it. It is my story. So here we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move into my first story of the show. And this one's subject is kind of long. A collection of stories sandwiched in between me talking about my cat you may read on the pod.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay. Another reason why I was a little late for the stream for this episode was because there was the cutest fucking cat outside. It's a black and white cat, and it was like it was under the pilot. And so it was just sitting there, like sniffing the pilot, and then it came out, and then it laid down, and then it was rolling around on the ground like a cute fucking cat. And so we got out of the car and walked towards it, and it skittered away a little bit, and then we both got down, like knelt down, and looked at it, and we're just like, come here, come here, kitty. And it was just meowing so much, and it just walked over really fast. And it just like rubbed itself all over us. It was so
you
cute.
guys got
And
to
we
pet
petted
it?
it. And it was such a cute cat, and it like did not want us to stop petting it. It was so cute.
A few questions. Is Jules not allergic to cats?
I don't know.
Did she have an allergic
Why?
reaction to petting the cat?
Not that I know of yet.
Okay, cool. Then that answers that question.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't
was
know.
it like to wear a collar? Why didn't you own this cat? Why do you not have a cat right now?
Jules said that everyone in the neighborhood says not to let it in your house because it'll never leave.
Wow, that's the point. That's owning a cat. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move back into the story now that Robin's had her recovered memory about a cat that she saw today, which is
It was so cute.
a very Robin thing to do. All right, story starts out like this. Hello, Adam, Robin, and Spooky Mom. Hello.
Hello.
It's Jessica, she, her again. It has taken me some time to write to you guys since my last story, which was read on Storytime 50. Excuse me. Storytime 50-something. I'm not sure if you guys remember.
And we're on what, one something?
This is 184.
Something?
All right.
Holy shit.
We've had a lot.
Ow, 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 ow. There was something in my ear. It hurt. Oh, let me tell you about another scary thing later. I'll tell you now then. Okay. So I got into my car after work to drive home today. And as I'm driving on the road, I see like what looks like a little dust mote floating next to me. But then it floats in a very specific pattern. And I just look at it floating down. And then I realize its fucking legs are moving.
So it's a spider.
It was a spider. And I didn't freak out. I just looked at it. And I just flicked it. I just was like, flicked to the spider. I don't know where it went, but it lives in my car somewhere now.
Wow. Good story. That's terrifying. It'll haunt my dreams. I'm going to read this person's email because this is a really long story that we're splitting into two parts. So.
Okay. Go.
You could have told me all this on the phone. I called her. She called me. I was in the shower. I called her back, and she was like, "What? What's up?" And I was like, I just got out of the shower. I just sat back down. I just wanted to call you back. She's like, "Sup? What's up?" And I was like, I just told you. Why are you yelling at me? And then she proceeded to yell at me and then went silent. And I was just like, okay, apparently. And I was like, how was your day? She's like, it was good. But she saves all the fucking stories for when we're live in the middle of a story. It has taken me some time to write you guys since my last story, which was read on Storytime 50-something. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I wrote about my sleep paralysis and the dogs reacting to the shadow figure. I do remember that one. Anyway, I could be lying, by the way. I usually am when I say I do remember that one. This one does sound familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I wanted to write you guys about other stuff that's happened, but I'm a procrastinator, so I'm just writing it all in one go. Sorry for how long this email got, but I kind of like how it all turned out. Anyway, here we go. Part 1. So I'm going to read part 1. We'll take a break. And then Robin will read part 2. Take a break. Part 1 is titled The Shared Dream. I would like to preface this story by sharing a bit about my omen baby, Tommy. He was a black and white 14-pound cat. I used to call him my shadow because he would follow me all over our apartment and was constantly at my side. My depression was at its worst in my teen years and early 20s, and I used to suffer from panic attacks pretty frequently. Whenever it got pretty bad, he would always be by my side, just purring away until I would calm down. He would come rushing to anyone on our family's side to be a sense of comfort when we needed him, including our other cat, Cherry. Tom and Cherry are the cat's names. That's adorable.
O-M.
That's
genius.
In 2017, Tommy died from stomach cancer.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it is. His passing left a big hole in our family, and it took a while for all of us to be somewhat okay. Now on to the story. The beginning of 2019 was a particularly bad experience for me. I had been working for a laboratory, if that's how you want to call it, in Orange County, California, that was showing all the signs of a company on the brink of closing down. My lab manager jumped ship to another laboratory, taking a few of us with her. This new job seemed like a great start until they made us work for no pay. Never work for no pay.
Yeah,
we had been lied to about the financial status of the lab. We were told that despite the fact that the lab was currently not running patient samples, in parentheses because they had epically failed their lab inspection, they were in good financial standing and would be able to pay our wages. It took almost no time for some of us to have checks bounce or not get paid at all. In the end, the California Labor Board was called, and we, including my lab manager, were slowly let go. Due to the drastic increase in stress, my depression slowly creeped its ugly head back, and I started to develop cyclical vomiting at the end/beginning of every month while I tried to desperately look for a job. I'm going to go ahead and put a side note in here. When Spooky Mom edited this story, she was so happy when she read that part, because I'm a person, and I think a lot of people are the kind of people that when you're stressed, you stress eat. You eat your feelings. You just sort of like find comfort in that. Spooky Mom is one of the people that has cyclical vomiting, which is where if you have something in your stomach while you're stressed, you will puke. So like she had an incident that happened when I was younger that had her under a ton of stress, and she like basically couldn't eat because she was hungry, but she knew if she ate, she was going to throw up.
Recently too.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention that.
I think it was last year.
I'm not going to mention that though. Okay. So yeah, she had something that went on in her life recently as well. Ow, my butt hurts. I sit in this fucking chair for 16 hours a day. All right. It's not really that long. Take a break. All right. Anyways, getting back into the story. On one of those jobless days, I decided that I wanted to lie down on my parents' bed before I got up to spend the day perusing through the internet on a job hunt. Their bed was bigger than mine, and I was feeling extra down that day. I waited until I heard my mom leave for work, and I slipped into my parents' room. My dad was already gone, and I decided to lie down on my mom's side of the bed. I ended up falling asleep and having a very vivid dream of Tommy. In the dream, I was laying on my parents' bed in the same spot I was in the waking world. Tommy was running around playing with Cherry just like they used to. I could hear the pitter-patter of their claws on our wooden floors. They stopped playing, and Tommy jumped on the bed on my dad's side to my right. He walked across the bed, got on top of my chest, and started purring while I stroked his cheeks and head like I used to do. The dream felt so real. I could feel the bed shake when he jumped on it, and I could feel his weight on my chest. I woke up feeling a lot calmer that morning and having to face another daunting day. I wound up forgetting about my dream and went about my business. 2 days later, my mom, brother, and I were lounging around talking about nothing in particular when my mom said, "I dreamt about Tommy 2 days ago." She proceeded to describe her dream about how Tom and Cherry were running around and how Tommy jumped on her bed. I interrupted her and asked, "Did he get on your chest and start purring while you were petting him?" She looked a bit shocked and said, "Yeah, did I tell you this already?" I told her that I had the same dream 2 days ago too. Apparently, we both had the same dream on the same spot in her bed, hours apart from each other. My skeptical brain...
It's like he's there. That's like the spirit of them being
The cat came back and was like, "Everyone needs to be cuddled a little bit and feel better." It goes on to say, "My skeptical brain thinks it's just a coinky-dink, but there is a part of me that likes to believe that he felt that we needed him and came to comfort us, and also to have some playtime with Cherry." That is sad and touching and absolutely adorable. And that is the first half. That is part one of these stories. So at that spot, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back, and Robin will read the second half of this email. But for those of you watching us live, we're just going to read some shit and then run an ad and then come right back. All right. I can close this one down. Oh, man.
I wish I could take a break. And get out of the city and go upstate or whatever the fucking words are.
That's the gist of what they're telling them to do. I'm what's your says, Robin, invite me to your island. I will give you 1 million bells.
Shut up. Wait, who said that?
I'm what's for dinner said that.
Oh, wow. I wish I had 1 million bells. But you know what? If you gave it to me, I wouldn't pay off my house. You know what I would do?
Just buy other shit with it.
No. Probably start opening. I haven't opened up any of the booths on Harv's Island. I haven't invested in any of them yet, so none of them are open. I would probably do some of that. I would probably make a couple, what are those things called? That, like, ramps. I would make some ramps, on my island. I don't know. I need to do a bunch of stuff on my island still, because my friends' islands are sick. They're just, like, so good, and my island is, like, trash. So I gotta work on it.
Hey, I have no island, if that makes you feel better. I do have a sick fucking town in Valheim, though, which I always kind of want to restart. And
you have an island girl?
I have an island girl?
No. What does Kevin Butler have? He wrote something on that picture. It says, like, Island Queen or something.
It's behind the Drifloon, so I can't see it.
It says, like, to my island queen.
Kevin Butler is an actor who used to be in the Sony commercials, like, for PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era, and he was pretty funny. And Robin got him to sign a picture of himself, and he put, like, to my island queen.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's framed. So, all right.
Oh, yeah. You got to do a bunch of fun stuff when you're a store manager at the managers conferences. They, like, bring in different celebrities. Like, one year, one of the hosts was the guy who was like, look at your man, now look at me.
Now back to your man, now back to me.
Yeah, so he was one of the hosts. And then Joey Logano drove into the conference room in a NASCAR car. So he, like, burned out into the conference room. There's literally, like, tire tracks on the ground.
My first year as a manager at GameStop, I did not qualify to go to conference. I got all the free stuff throughout the year because, like, they tell you during that, like, here's all the freebies you're going to get. And most of them are video games, but if there's a console launch, you're going to get the free consoles. So I got a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One. I think I gave the PlayStation 4 to my assistant store manager. And I had, like, a list of games, and I told him, like, pick any, like, 3 games you want off of it. And then I gave 1 game to all of my associates. And then, I still got a fuck ton of stuff after that. But
I think my favorite story was when Charlie went that year and you didn't get to go, and she was like, "Oh, nothing really happened." I mean, they had, like, this band called Avenged Sevenfold.
No, she didn't even know the name of the band.
Oh, she didn't know the name of the band. She's like, I don't know, they played some song about a nightmare or some shit, and I was just like, Avenged Sevenfold? You got to see Avenged Sevenfold? Oh my god.
Yeah, she's like, they sang some song about a fucking nightmare. I was like, it's Avenged Sevenfold. I feel like I can hear a rattling coming from your room every now and then. It's really weird.
You know what? Let me push the mic up because it's hanging off of my mouse pad.
Yep, that'll do it. So, right on. Now we've identified that, I'm going to read some of this sweet-ass chat. Elizabeth Tree told Captain Fake and Cherry Sue that she wished she lived closer to them so she could hang out with them. And Captain Fake Eye stated that she's moving to Portland, which is closer, so that's cool. Pink Penguin says there's a guy called Cat Luminati on TikTok who does walks through his neighborhood, and all the cats come running up to him. It's so cute.
Madscan says, I just went to open my cider my aunt got me for Christmas, and they're apple cider donut flavored alcoholic, and they're from Lynn Villa. Ooh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I'm with her and says, can't go fuck yourself, Robin. It's against Twitch's rules. No, that's true. Let's see.
I'm Watching Her says, IMB trainer is asleep. I can tell you all the awful things she does, and she can't deny it. You could if you wanted to, but if she wakes up, you'll probably get murdered. Enzo Matrix says, haha, Adam is like, I love you, dog, but fuck, we got a stream to do. It's just like, she's so cold and shitty to me, like, on the phone earlier, and then we get on the stream, and she's like, let me interrupt this to tell you about my day now. I'm just like, all right, go ahead, I'll mark it. Maybe I'll just include it.
Let's see. Lizard Tree says, Portland is closer, and I love Portland. We actually enjoyed it, too, when we went
We
there.
did. Pink Penguin says, everyone just needs a cat or a dog to sit on their lap and warm them up. I agree. Man, guys, yesterday, I laid in bed to go to sleep, and I have like a pretty thin blanket. It's a really long, large blanket, but it's pretty thin. And it was really cold. Like, Vegas got really cold last night, and I was in the bed, and I was like, I am cold right now. Like, I am cold with this blanket on me, which doesn't happen a lot. And our winter blanket was folded, like, just off the bed. So I picked it up and, like, flung it. Like, you try and, like, flip out a blanket, and it all just unfolded perfectly and landed perfectly on top of me. And I, like, had my other blanket on me, like, sheets, and then I had my comforter on top of me, and I was like, I am so fucking comfortable right now. Completely passed out. It was, like, the most comfortable I've been laying in a bed in forever.
I'm making myself burp now, Jesus. MQI says, I forgot to tell you guys I put my official deposit down on my dream dog. What is your dream dog?
Yeah, tell us what the dream dog is.
I'm a sinner says, downside to owning a beloved pet is when they pass away. I miss my grouchy cat every day. Grouchy old cat.
My veterinarian told me something when I was young when my childhood dog got put down. He said, you filled her life with love from the moment you got her until the moment you lost her. And that made me feel good because we got our dog when she was 3 months old and she died when she was 16. And I was like, that is a lot of love. Like, that is a wonderful existence to have. And I was really, really happy I was able to provide that. So when I think back, I think of that a lot. So Captain Fake Eye says, cyclical vomiting
MQI.
Sounds really unfortunate. It really does.
MQI says, the dog hasn't been conceived yet, but wanted to be on that wait list for the next litter. She'll be half Leo, half BMD, which is what, Burmese mountain dog or whatever. This girl can't afford a purebred Leon burger, but I'm so excited.
What's a Leon burger? I'm going to Google it right now. It's going to be
a huge-ass dog.
Man, Leon burgers are so good. They crack an egg on it. Oh, wait, that's Red Robin. My bad, guys. I got confused. Okay, Leon burgers look like a mix to me between a German Shepherd and a Saint Bernard.
And then add Burmese or whatever.
Burmese python, because it's like a snake. It unhinges its jaw and swallows its prey whole.
Dog.
I'm gonna keep scrolling here. Chunkster has
arrived. Says, I have over 3 million bells. The stock market has been good to me.
Pink Penguin says, I
don't do the stock market.
Pink Penguin says, I have returned. Leon burgers are cute, good boys. Chunkster said, late, but I am here.
Hello. Chunkster says, I'm Western Dinner is the MVP. So generous to give me 1 million bells as well. Dang, you just coughing up bells.
Seriously, just spending that money.
Jeebus.
Faye says, oh man, I haven't played Animal Crossing since June 2021. The amount of weeds I probably have is scary.
I time travel, so the last time I played, I left my villagers on New Year's Eve of 2020, going into 2021. So,
wow,
but that was 2 days.
That's the last. I was gonna say that's the last time she played, but the last occurrence of her playing on the calendar was like 48 hours ago.
Captain Big Guy says, last time I was in Vegas, February 2020, it was amazing. I saw BFB, so Backstreet Boys, and then the world crashed. The Backstreet Boys were too hot, too big for the world.
Backstreet's back.
They were like, Backstreet back, and then, COVID's like, nah.
Bunny has joined us yet again. I'm trying to look to see when you popped in to see if I missed it. I just see that the name has popped up, so thank you for joining us. Good morning out there.
MQI says, my 18-year-old doggo passed away 2 years ago on February 3rd. Aww. Her ashes are in a pretty box on my dresser.
Good.
Still can't think about it without crying. I don't even want to think about our dogs passing away.
Yeah,
because
me too.
We've had Yui for almost 10 years, and I can't even with that dog. She is the best
She's
dog.
so cute.
She's so cute.
Marie over there on YouTube says, hi, spooky friends. What up? Thank you for joining us.
All right, I'm going to read my story now.
You sure we're not caught up yet?
Oh, why don't you do an ad?
Yeah, I have to do that. I want to catch up, then we'll do an ad, then we'll start.
I'm caught up on my end.
Well, you skipped over a bunch of shit then. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fuck it. Whatever.
You're like, fuck.
It's just a lot of people talking to each other, so. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run the ad over there on Twitch. If you are on Twitch and you are subscribed to the channel, you will not get an ad. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, you will also not get the ad. It lasts 60 seconds. We will be right back. There we go. All right, cool. I'm going to have so much work to do tomorrow, and I have to start at like 7:30. I'm not excited for it. Not excited. But I had a 4-day weekend. I had a 3-day weekend this past weekend, so it's part of the reason why I'm a little bit behind. Looks like the Snark tried to convince Captain Fake Eye to come visit everyone out here in Vegas. Says, I'll take you on the best food tour ever. I'll toss some spots on there that we can all go, and we'll have a wonderful time.
Or where? Out here in Anaheim?
In Vegas. I said that. In Vegas.
Oh. Sorry.
Why would the Snark be convincing her to come to Anaheim?
I don't know. There's food here. But Vegas does have
tons of good food. So does Anaheim. Bunny Cake says, you got this, Adam. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lister says, I've never eaten at a buffet in Vegas, which is crazy considering how many times I've been. My favorite one closed down during COVID at the M, called the something or other buffet. It was really good, and it was only like $25. A lot of them on the Strip nowadays are super expensive, so I'll miss it.
I miss you.
I miss you too. Lister says, my sister lives there, and I used to visit twice a year before COVID. Matt Scan says, I've never been to Vegas, but have been to Atlantic City. If it's smaller, I want to go. LOL. If it's similar. Vegas is what Atlantic City and all the other cities that are like gambling cities aspire to be. Because it's the number one thing in like Nevada is tourism because of the Strip. And it's not shocking because it's just a place built for tourists.
Pretty much.
Muted my mic for all of you, but Robin. So you didn't have to hear me cough. You're welcome. Take a break.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard that.
All right, I think we should be back from commercial. I thought Robin was going to read some of that stuff, but I think she was just preparing for her second half of that long email.
I think it snowed in Vegas today. Did it?
Yeah, I've said that multiple times to you specifically.
Holy crap.
It snowed in Summerlin. It snowed basically all on the sides by the mountain where the storm came over the mountains. It snowed there quite a bit. All right, I'm going to mark it, and you can go ahead and move into the second part of the story. Do an intro like you're bringing us back from a commercial break.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the episode. I'm ready for my second story. Are you ready for my second story?
I'm ready for the second half of that story.
All right, so the second half of this email goes sleep paralysis stories.
So that's part 2.
Well, yeah, it's part 2. Part 2, sleep paralysis stories. Part 2. That's usually what you say. Even though I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean 2, does it?
Do? I don't know. Actually, come to think of it, all I know is when you say anything part 2, I think of Hot Shots, and I think of the scene where he uses a chicken as an arrow and shoots the guy in the heart with a chicken.
Is that the one where they have the fight with the fists and he dips his fists in candy?
Yeah, it's making fun of that kickboxer scene where they dip their fists in like nails and broken glass, and then it cuts to him and he has caramel on his hands, and it's like the crowd is chanting like gummy bears, sprinkles, sprinkles. Anyways, if you've never seen Hot Shots Part 2, you did not grow up in the 90s and you're not as stupid as I am, so congratulations.
Yeah, when he told me about this movie, oh my God. Anyway, okay, so continuing on. This story is about sleep paralysis, not stupid movies. In 2020, as the entire world went to shit, my girlfriend and I finally moved into our own place. For the first 2 weeks of us moving into our new apartment, I would spend the nights alone since I moved in first. I've always experienced sleep paralysis throughout my life, but the experiences have always been isolated and far apart from each other. But for those 2 weeks, I had sleep paralysis moments almost nightly. Since we did not have furniture yet, our mattress was on our carpeted bedroom floor. Our apartment is a loft, so our bedroom and bathroom are upstairs. The way the mattress was placed, you can see when someone comes up as they turn the corner into the bedroom. On the first night, I abruptly woke up in the middle of the night and discovered I couldn't move. I knew it was another sleep paralysis moment and I was just waiting for it to pass. That is when I heard something running up the stairs. As it came all the way up to the top, I saw the shadow of a head slowly peeking from around the corner. It was low to the ground, as if this thing was on all fours on the stairs. It looked at me and it darted back down the stairs. I heard it run down, stop, and run back up the stairs and peek again, like it was playing peekaboo. It happened over and over again until I was finally able to jolt out of bed. I turned on my lights and checked our stairs, but I saw nothing. There was nothing I could do. So I went back to bed. This could be a multitude of things, right? It could be a scary demon thing, or it could be the spirit of a dog that used to live there.
Yeah.
That liked to run up and down the stairs.
It could be that. It could be a hallucination from sleep paralysis as well.
Yeah, but like you never know. The ghosts of animals past. This could be the animal episode.
Wow. Could be.
All right, so on another night, I woke up and couldn't move my body, except for my head. I looked to the left of me and saw a figure. That is not a cute animal. And it was standing next to the mattress, staring at me. They were bent over at about a 90-degree angle, and although I couldn't see distinguishing features, I knew it was watching me. It started to slowly tilt its head and move closer to me. I panicked and shot both of my legs up, trying to get away. This triggered two of the gnarliest Charlie horse cramps on both my legs that I've ever experienced. I looked back to spot where I'd seen the shadow figure, but it was gone. I was too scared to go back to bed, so I hobbled my way to the light switch using the Louisville Slugger I kept next to the bed as a cane. I may be in my 30s, but I was scared. I am not ashamed to admit that I needed a bit of light to go back to sleep. We finally ended up purchasing a bed frame and bedroom furniture, but because we are smart peoples, we forgot to purchase a box spring and couldn't sleep on our bed for a while. We had to purchase an air mattress, which I placed in the middle of our living room. The first night I slept on the air mattress was also the last time I've had a sleep paralysis moment in that apartment. I again abruptly woke up in the middle of the night, unable to move. I felt as if something was clawing its way around on the mattress, making it shake. It stopped by my feet, and I could feel the mattress indent, as if something was pushing down with both hands. I couldn't see anything, but I heard a whisper say, "We are still here." I then felt something jump on the mattress and curl up next to me. While the entity by my feet felt sinister, the entity on my side felt safe, calm, and familiar, like the echo of a 14-pound cat trying to comfort me when I needed him the most. I'm telling you, ghost dog. Fucking ghost dog, dog.
Why are you saying ghost dog when it's just going back to the cat from the beginning?
No, the running up and down the stairs thing could be a dog.
Oh, you're still going with that one thing was a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ghost dog. Almost immediately, the darkness at my feet began to disperse. The weight at my sides stayed a bit longer. Though I couldn't see anything, I could feel the blanket being pulled by what assumed was Tommy's weight. I don't remember when I fell asleep, nor when I was able to move again, but I woke up the next morning thinking of my tomcat and how much I missed him. Since that night, I haven't experienced another sleep paralysis episode. Anyway, I'm sorry if this got too long dragged out. I tend to ramble. Thanks for all the hard work that you all do for this podcast, and thank you, Spooky Mom, for reading and correcting any mistakes I've made. Thank you so much for your stories. I totally think maybe it is a cat, but like to me, our dog just runs up and down the stairs. Like she runs up, stops, looks around, and then goes back down, and then runs back up. She's really weird. But
It sounds like
yeah, that's what that
your
reminded
guardian
me of.
angel took the form of your kitty cat that was able to stay with you for as long as it did. And now that it's passed on, it's still hanging around and it's making sure it's there for all the moments that you need it. And I think that is pretty awesome. And thank you for sharing that story with us.
Cute.
All right, let's read some stream chat before we get to our final email. And I will let you all know it is really short. So, all right. Bunny Cake says, there's so much food in America that we just don't do here that I want to try. You can always try and make some of that stuff. It just depends on which things you're talking about in particular. America has a lot of crazy shit. Like if you go to a fair in like a podunk part of America, they'll have like a burger where the buns are donuts or something fucking crazy and disgusting like that.
I gotta pull up my chat here. All right. It's chilly today, man.
It is.
I'm getting cold, and I have a turtleneck on and a sweater.
Emanon has gifted a sub out to A Meadows. Thank you so much, Emanon, for gifting that out. Congratulations, A Meadows. All right.
Oh, MQI says they had their dog from 8th grade till they were 30. So sad. Bunny Cake says, I've been here since before the last story, but no one really knows.
Oh,
we're sorry.
Applebee's drink of the month over there on YouTube says, love you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you. What's the Applebee's drink of the month?
I don't know.
Tell us.
I feel like it should always be like dollar margaritas. Applebee's is like, Applebee's was a place for the longest time that was like trying to compete, trying to be like kind of classy, but still like a family style restaurant. And they just got to a point where they're like, let's just get people drunk so they'll eat our shitty food. And now their drink specials are supposed to be really good. People are talking about the foods that fuck them up the most. Faye says dairy. Lizardtree says eggs.
Lisbeth Tree says, I've never eaten at a buffet in Vegas, which is crazy considering how many times I've been.
Read that before the break.
What? How?
Read that before the break.
How, though?
And then they go on to say that they used to come twice a year because their sister lives here, but that was before COVID.
Yeah, but like, man, buffets are everywhere. How do you miss one? I want dim sum. That's what I want.
Dim sum is so fucking good.
So
I want
good.
Din Tai Fung really bad. Captain Vega says, LOL, remember ramen burgers? I don't think I've ever had a ramen burger. I don't know where Robin's going. Bye. Oh, she was just stretching. Oh, there she goes again. Bye.
Yeah, because my body needs to stretch. Because I sit in a chair all day, too.
Faye says, ramen burgers are where the buns were made of fried ramen noodles. They were ridiculous, but delicious. Interesting.
Oh, I for some reason, I kept thinking you were saying Robin burgers.
No. Pink Penguin says, my local fair had an ice cream sandwich where the buns were made of cotton candy. There were also fried Snickers bars. Fried Snickers.
Sounds gross.
Snark says, gotta run. The internet's getting spotty in the desert. Catch y'all next time.
Oh, no.
Thank you for joining us, Snark. Drive safe.
Captain Fig Guy says, no food constraints except dairy. Did you already read that?
Yes, I'm at the bottom.
Okay. Oh.
Hazel says, that's love. You get the best and worst of everything plus the moodiness. It's funny. Faye says, oh my god, how is the dim sum in Las Vegas? There's really good places out here. My favorite is Orchid Garden. The Snarked has one that he likes to go to that's really good as well. There's a place within the Rio that used to do really good dim sum. They've become kind of just a regular style restaurant since COVID hit, but maybe they'll return to form and wind up being dim sum again. But all the places we've ever gone to, I just like am so happy. All right. Emanon says it's a Korean show on Netflix about high school kids and zombies. Really good. Oh no, it's he recommended watching All of Us Are Dead. I know we were talking about watching that last time I was out.
Yeah, we want to watch that.
Yeah, out in Anaheim.
Lizard Tree is banana intolerant. It's so sad.
Faye says, Robin, you need to go to the San Gabriel Valley and hit up those dim sum places. Best dim sum in the U.S.
San Gabriel. I feel like we've been there, right?
I'm pretty sure that's right by Gab.
That's where Monterey Park is, right?
We've been to at least one, I think. Haven't we? Or maybe we talked about going to one and we just didn't. Either way, the next time I'm out there, we should go. All right. I'm actually caught up on chat, so I can read this last one really fast.
Cool.
All right.
What's up, Pia, over on YouTube?
Marking it. All right, so I'm going to move into the last one of the show. This one is short, but we want to make sure we read the stuff that's sent to us. This is from someone who is anonymous on Facebook, and it goes like this. So my sister introduced me to your podcast. Shout out to your sister.
Ooh, your sister has good
Yeah.
taste.
I have what is called prophetic dreams. They are scary.
I have pathetic
Wow.
dreams.
They are scary, just weird when they happen. I was with my ex-fiance and had one where I was dating a different man. Uh-oh. The fact that you said ex-fiance makes me think your prophetic dream was about this man. I was living with the ex-fiance and jobless at the time. Once I started a new job, I met the man that was in the dream, and things were already starting to go south with my ex-fiance. That is the only time that my dreams have made sense. Some happen and it will be as soon as 1 month. Some happen and it will be almost 5 years later until they happen in real time. Apparently, it is common with some of the women in my family to have these prophetic dreams, but we do not openly talk about it because it scares those who don't have them. That's it. That's crazy.
Yeah. I know people in my family have had prophetic dreams before, or what they believe to be prophetic, you know.
I've had dreams
So
like I've had like one dream in particular that I remembered being so random and weird. I remembered all the details of it, and then those exact things happened later. So I guess you could say that was prophetic. And then I've had like just random dreams that I don't remember, and then you see something
the deja
happen.
vu
Yeah, and
dreams.
then it hits you like, oh man, I dreamt about this. Like I totally remember dreaming about this exact moment, but it's just like snippets, like something seemingly small or innocuous in general. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's pretty cool. And let us know if we're in any of your prophetic dreams. I want to know what's going to happen. So, all right, that is the last email. So we are at 7:40. I can go ahead and get Marbles on stream booted up while Robin reads some chitter chatter from you wonderful
Captain Fake
folks.
Guy says Monterey Park and Alhambra, best dim sum places.
Yeah, our friend lives in Monterey Park.
Eminon says, Adam, they mentioned Train to Busan in that show in All of Us Are Dead. And so I went and found the English dub version of that movie and watched it, and that was really good as well.
Train to Busan
Yeah,
is so good.
Train to Busan is one of the best movies. Not just a zombie movie, it is one of the best movies.
I wouldn't
Takes you on an emotional roller
I wouldn't
coaster.
put it in my top 10, but I will say it's
What? Get the fuck?
I will say it's one of the
No.
best horror movies I've seen.
It is, oh, it's so good. It has so many good actors in it. And your heart just, oh my God, it's so good. It's definitely good action. Oh, shizzle, my nizzle. Pia says, our Beddington terrier, Bedlington, was only 3 when he passed. Oh,
It's
but we're
so
not ready
young.
for another Betty just yet. That's such a little baby. Chunkster says, is anyone watching Yashahime? I have not, but I've heard a lot about it, and I find it weird that Sesshomaru is like, let me marry this kid, or let me have kids with this kid that I took in when she was a little fucking child. It's weird.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Inuyasha. Yashahime is the one about their kids.
Okay. Now it's
So,
starting to come
yeah.
into
Focus.
a little bit.
The
Speaking of focus,
snack
there
says,
we
I
go.
can't bring myself to go to Din Tai Fung. It's expensive. There is a new place that just opened that specializes in xiaolongbao. I really like soup dumplings. I think they're so good. There was a place in right next to 85 Degrees in Vegas. And you can say that because there's only like one fucking 85 Degrees.
Huh.
But it's right next to there on Spring Mountain, and I think it's called like Shanghai something, and they have soup dumplings. And one day I was craving them so bad, I got them from there, but they were just not as
Aw,
good.
want. All right, go
Yeah.
ahead and start your voting. Exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number corresponds to the track you would like to race. I got to get my phone out.
Emanon says, I want Texas Roadhouse rolls. I've never been to a Texas Roadhouse, I don't think. But they did just open a Texas Roadhouse right by the Costco where we used to
They
live.
sure do. But you mean where I still live half the time?
Oh yeah. Chaucer says, a family friend has prophetic dreams about pregnancy.
Interesting.
Tell me about them babies. Babies.
I
I'm
sometimes
talking
have
about
regular
pregnant
dreams
babies.
about babies. And like I've never had a dream where I was a dad where my kids were babies. Actually, they were like full grown or like teenagers. It's really weird.
It's spooky.
Shout out to Lady M, who just resubscribed for the 19th month and said, "Hi guys."
Woo!
What up, Lady M? Thank you for the
Hello.
resubscription. We appreciate you. What will I vote for?
Oh my God. Chunkster says she had a dream where my BF had a kid in his arms. Oh, maybe you're gonna get pregnant soon. Who knows? Let's see. Enzo Matrix says, "Did you hear that the Foo Fighters made a horror/comedy movie that's releasing this week?" I did not.
I did not either.
Captain Picard says, that pronunciation of Shalom Bao. Chef's Kiss Robin. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. If that's right, then I'm glad.
I mean, you got Chef's Kiss from Captain Fake Eye, so I'm pretty sure you nailed it.
I'm glad. Pays to be Asian.
There's a really good video from the Try Guys where they're all making different types of dumplings, and Ned is trying to make his like sexy, and he's like, "I think I'm gonna call mine a Xiaolong Bao Chicka Bow Wow."
I'm wondering if I sometimes have dreams about making babies.
I mean, don't we all?
Emanon is just flabbergasted that MQI does not have a Texas Roadhouse near them.
To be fair,
let's see.
I didn't have a Texas Roadhouse growing up where I grew up, and we didn't have one out in Vegas for a minute either. So
I grew up in Hawaii. We did not have a Texas Roadhouse. We had Ruth Chris. Yeah, we had that.
I don't even know what that is either.
You know, Outback. You don't know what Ruth Chris is? High-end steakhouse.
It's a lady's name, and then a guy's name. Traditionally, you can have whatever names you want. High-end steakhouse. Let's go. Let's hop on a plane. I'll meet you there.
Pink Penguin says, "I barely have any dreams. I just drift in the black void."
Emanon says, "Adam, Robin, first chance you get, go get some rolls from a Texas Roadhouse. You will then understand. I will give it a shot. I will say, I love me some rolls, but I like Cheddar Bay biscuits the best from Red Lobster.
I like your rolls.
Oh, thanks. Shout out to Nefcor, who just resubscribed for the 9th month and said 9 months. Yay. All right, so why do I hear talking?
Because Jules is talking.
Oh, it's pretty loud. Looks like the Delta is going to be the track we're going to race. It says the average time to complete this is 45 minutes. So I will cancel this race if it goes 45 minutes, because that is fucking ridiculous and stupid. However, the record holder has done it in 51 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and put local stats on. We've never raced this before. And yeah, let's do it.
Emanon says the cinnamon butter is so amazing. Oh, cinnamon butter, huh?
Oh, it's 5? Oh, no, it's only 3 laps. That's
Bunny
why,
Cakes.
because some people can run this for as many laps as they want. It all makes sense now.
Bunny Cake says, "My damn Korean language class is at 8 a.m. I can't do morning." Captain Pickard says, "I don't think I've ever been to a Texas Roadhouse either. Is Texas Roadhouse the place that you could throw your peanut shells on the floor?"
We had a place that was local where I grew up where you could do that, but it wasn't called Texas Roadhouse. I think it was called something else. All right, we got 18 marbles already. Don't forget to type in !play if you would like to join the race. I'm not seeing Robin's name on here.
Because I'm not using my phone to stream because I don't want noise on my
As long
mic
as you
in
move
case
your
that's
phone away when we do the outro, you'll be fine.
I'm not going to join it. It's fine.
This is stupid. You should not be doing this. You're making a sacrifice you don't need to make just to be a pain in the butt. You can use your computer to get on your own Twitch and join that way.
I can't because it's logged into Scaryish.
How hard is it to log out? Why are you a problem-oriented person? Because the solutions are so fucking simple. Use your phone now, move it when we're done. Ramen's refusing to race because we have tons of feedback on our outros, and they crackle and they pop, and I told her to move her phone away from her microphone when we do them because it might be there because she grabs it so that she can race. And now she's pouting, and she refuses to race. You are so difficult sometimes.
All I said is I'm not racing. You're being the difficult
No,
one. You
I'm
just have to
telling
make a big
folks
deal.
why you're not racing, because you could totally race, and you're spoiling this for people who really want to see you race. All right, currently Dinosaur is in the lead. We're only going to have 3 laps, so we won't go for 45 minutes, which is nice. I have no idea how you can actually accelerate during this, or whether or not it's just completely and absolutely random. But right now, there is about 5 people in the lead, but it's hard to tell if that'll change. All right. Currently, Latreia is in first place, with Pink Penguin taking over. Chunkster's right there. Nefcore. Glitch is also right there. Dinosaur's falling behind, so we're going to go ahead and snap to the front, which is currently Pink Penguin. There's still a lap and a half left to go. Wow, Glitch took like a really high angle over there and has totally taken the lead. Every time I switch marbles, it zooms way in.
I can't wait to put these Hello Kitty cards into my game.
All right, it's like neck and neck between Glitch and Latreia. Red Kato might be able to catch up, and Lizardtree might be able to catch up. There would have to be a wreck, and I don't think that that's going to happen because this is not NASCAR. But Latreia is holding that lead, and we're coming up on the end. Let's go ahead and zoom over there to the end so we can watch the finish line together. We'll watch from behind the glass so we're all protected. All right, coming down the stretch, it's going to be Glitch. Oh, my God. That was pretty awesome. I'm glad I moved to the end so we could see that. Don't know where you got the acceleration from, Glitch, but congratulations on taking home a win. Your night is not so bad anymore. Let us know what you would like. We will be more than happy to send it. You get 8 points from that, going up to 21 points in the season. Latreia, though, is up to 26 points total. Red Keto is up to 14. Lizardtree goes up to 23. Notable folks in double digits. Pink Penguin's at 15 now. Chunkster's at 22. I'm What's for Dinner is at 17. And Ashley Faison is sitting at 10. Pretty good stuff. All right.
Pretty good.
Let's go ahead and vote on our second and final race of the evening.
This very evening. I have a headache.
I do too. It's called
Really?
It's called Robin. Just kidding. Don't hurt me.
I thought you were going to say Jobs. Steve Jobs.
That's funny. He can't give anyone headaches anymore. Well, that's not true. His legacy, I suppose, still good.
iPhones give me headaches all the time.
Yeah, me too. My tickets from iPhones are always like, it's not syncing with my other devices.
I don't know how to use an iPhone, TBH. Like, anytime someone hands me their iPhone, I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know why you're giving it to me.
In fairness, you used to be that way with babies too, but you're pretty good with kids now.
Oh, that's true. Babies know what's up. But babies.
All right, so the paperclip is now in the lead. I'm pretty sure the paperclip is another race. We'll let it scroll by one more time, and if it comes back and it's still in the lead, we will race it.
My feet actually hurt. They really, really hurt.
Man, it's 7:51. I still have 800 calories available to me today because I've been really good
What are you going to eat?
about calorie allocation. I probably won't try and max out. I'm probably just going to have, because I need to have something at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I have options, though. Maybe I'll have a big bowl of cereal. That would be fun. Oh, I can have a cookie. My mom made chocolate chip cookies on the first day of my diet because she's fucking evil. So maybe I will have one of those.
I think that's cute.
She was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. I have self-control.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I sure don't.
I know. Every time we try and diet together, it's like 10 minutes into the diet and you're like, can we go get ice cream?
And it's only when we're dieting that I'm like, man, I want ice cream so bad.
Yeah, because you definitely don't randomly order like 10 pints of ice cream when you're not dieting or anything.
No.
All right, we're racing the paperclip. On average, takes minute 42. Record time is 34 seconds. It doesn't matter because the paperclip is another race. And like when I say race, I don't mean the normal races. I mean like a track. So it's probably because they set it to 1 lap. But go ahead and type in !play to get your marble on stream.
You're making me lose my marbles.
You're making me lose my marbles because you won't join us.
You know what? Okay. Don't tell me what to do. You don't have to boss me.
You're just like, you're not about the content. You're about the poopy pants.
You're about the poopy pants.
See, Bunny Cake says, Robin, join us in all caps.
I'm about to poop in your
You
pants.
could grab your phone right now, just type an exclamation point play, and then throw it at the back wall, and you'd be fine. Latreia says, play, Robin. We're down to 45 seconds.
Y'all. I can't even with y'all.
Wait, did you have your phone near your microphone anyways, even though you weren't on it?
It's on the charger.
That'll still give feedback. You realize that, right? Even though you're not
really
active.
far away.
The charger's so close.
No, it's not. Bitch.
All right, we are up to 20 marbles for this particular session. There is 15 seconds left to get your marble on stream. Oh, look, the Robin Graces joined us.
Oh, the Robin Grace. If there's static.
If there's static, I
you.
guarantee you it comes before this because I heard it earlier anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
No, I'll play it for you when you get here this weekend, so.
No, I'm good. I don't want to listen to you.
No, it would be you listening to yourself, so.
I don't want to listen to myself either.
No one does. All right, right now, Glitch starts out in the lead. However, on this big turn, there's a lot of folks pushing for first place. Enzo Matrix, Mad Scan is also right there. And there's a bit better distribution this time. Red Keto's in the lead. For a minute, Sherry Sue is there. Enzo Matrix really just jumped forward. I have no idea how. Probably because that badass icon, I'm guessing. So, God, I can't believe people haven't watched Reboot. Like, I thought it was required viewing for everyone when they were going through like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Donosaur and Sherry Sue are right there with Enzo Matrix battling it out for the lead. Captain Fake Guy.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome show. Captain Fake Guy is in 4th. Glitch is now in 5th. Glitch is seeking that elusive double win on the evening. I mean, it's cheesy. It's a kid's show, but like I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. That's why I remember it so well and so fondly. Pia says, hey, Robin.
Hello. I feel like the only thing I've watched like 1,000,001 times is like, Constantine.
I've only watched Reboot once, so.
What? But you remember it like that?
It's impactful, man. All right, Enzo Matrix has a pretty good lead, but when you go to the outside during these turns, it's risky. Donosaur is taking an inside line.
Would you say it's risky business?
No.
You stupid
All right,
asshole.
we're coming to the end. Looks like Enzo Matrix is going to take the victory. Congratulations. You held the lead for like a round and a half. I love how upset Robin got right there. Red Keto comes in 2nd. Good stuff. Enzo Matrix goes up to 19 points in the season. Red Keto is now 25. Sherry Sue cracks into double digits with 10. Liz Batry is at 26. Glitch goes up to 23. And others. You can all see where you're at.
And others.
MQI just cracked into double digits at 10. Everyone else stayed the same. I have placed like multiple times, but I'm only getting 1 point like each time, which is super annoying. But either way, I'll take it. Enzo Matrix says,
I'll take you
woo!
out.
Thanks all.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, seriously, when Bob got sucked into the net, I was like, man, this show can't get any more intense. Oh, and then it does. In super intense ways. Like people die, the world goes to ruins. It's like post-apocalyptic. It's fucking awesome. Check out Reboot. Highly recommend it. All right,
Okay.
Gonna move us back to the other view. I have to turn off a filter that's making Robin be booped out of the screen. Let's boop her back down. I have really realized the limits of Restream and the things that I can do automated with buttons and like scripts by having us have this really complicated 2-state setup. But overall, I think it works out pretty well. I should have gotten rid of the echo that you're going to hear, or that you guys heard last week on the outro song. So fingers crossed that doesn't fuck up. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and do the outro. No more redemptions. If you redeem them, I'll just refund them. Here we go. So I want to thank everyone who sent in their stories for this episode. We sincerely appreciate you sharing those with us. It really does mean a lot to us. If you have a story you would like to share, you can always email storytime@scaryish.com. That is our email address. or go to our website, scaryish.com, click on Contact Us, fill out that form. It does come directly to us. Or you can hit us up on our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @ScarishPod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. We would love to hear from you. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1. And you can also go to coffee, ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are one-time donations. All your donations go to helping keep this show afloat.
Indeed. And we appreciate...
Because you'll float too.
Wow. That's creepy, but I liked it. We appreciate you all, sincerely. That's everything I have for this story time. Robin, go ahead and do your thing and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. From the grave, because I'm too far.